Namaste students. In the last video, we learned consumption function, that is propensity to consume. We also learned average propensity to consume and marginal propensity to consume. Now in this video, let us go on to saving function or propensity to save. What is actually saving function? It's nothing but the functional relationship between saving and the corresponding level of income. We can write it as S is a function of Y. Here Y stands for income and S stands for saving. You know that as income level increases, saving also increases. So saving is a function of income. And you should also keep in mind that at lower levels of income, there can be negative saving. We call it dissaving. We have already learned when there is autonomous consumption, there can be negative saving or dissaving. Have a look at the schedule, you will understand it better. You know that at zero level of income, consumption is 40. That is autonomous consumption. That is consumption of basic goods and services. When there is autonomous consumption, there can be negative saving. So here minus 40 is saving. Now income increases to 100. Even at this level of income, consumption is greater than income. It is 120, so saving is minus 20. There is this saving. Now when income increases to 200, consumption and income are equal. You call it break-even point. At this point, saving can be 0. Now income increases to 300, consumption is 280. So here you can see saving. Saving is there, it is 20. Now when income increases to 400, consumption is 360, saving increases to 40. So you can understand that as level of income increases, saving also increases. Now have a look at the diagram. You know that we start the saving curve from the negative side of y-axis, because you know that at zero level of income and at lower levels of income, there can be negative saving or dissaving. You know, we have negative saving or dissaving when consumption is greater than income. Now at point E, you know that saving is 0. What does it mean? It means consumption and income are equal. But as income increases, saving goes on increases. So saving curve also slopes upward from left to right. So saving is a function of income. And the functional relationship between saving and corresponding level of income is called propensity to save. Next, we shall go on to average propensity to save. What is average propensity to save? It is the ratio between saving and corresponding level of income. It tells us what part of our income is going to be saved. So APS is equal to S by Y, saving by income. Now let us learn few important points about average propensity to save or APS. Remember, APS is the ratio between saving and corresponding level of income. It tells us what part of our income is being saved. Now APS can be negative. When is APS negative? When consumption is greater than income. When you consume more than your income, average propensity to save can be negative. APS is 0. When is it 0? When consumption and income are equal. What do you call that point? It is break-even point. So at break-even point, APS is 0. Can APS be 1 or greater than 1? Never. APS can never be 1 or greater than 1. Why? Because the entire income cannot be saved. The entire income cannot be saved and no one can save more than their income. So APS can never be 1 or it can never be greater than 1. It is always less than 1. APS rises as income increases. As your income increases, the level of saving also increases. So that's all about average propensity to save. It's the ratio between saving and corresponding level of income. It is negative when consumption is greater than income. It is 0 when consumption and income are equal. It can never be 1 or it can never be greater than 1, and APS rises as income increases. Now let us go on to marginal propensity to save, or MPS. What is marginal propensity to save? It is the ratio between change in saving and change in income. It tells us what part of your increased income is being saved. So MPS is equal to delta S by delta Y. Here delta stands for change. So delta S means change in saving. Delta Y means change in income. So marginal propensity to save is the ratio between change in saving and change in income. Remember, it tells us what part of our increased income is being saved. Now, MPS can be between 0 and 1. When is it 1? When the entire increased income is saved. So you are saving, suppose your income increased by 1000 rupees. The entire 1000 rupees you are saving. You are not using any part of it for consumption. Then MPS can be 1. MPS can be 0 when the entire increased income is consumed. You are not saving anything. The entire increased income you are consuming. In that case, MPS can be 0. So MPS can be in between 0 and 1. Dear students, now let us go on to the relationship between APC, I mean average propensity to consume, and APS, I mean average propensity to save. You already know what is average propensity to consume. It is the ratio between consumption and corresponding level of income. You already know what is APS, or average propensity to save. It is the ratio between saving and corresponding level of income. You should keep in mind that the sum total of APC and APS is always 1. I mean, if you add average propensity to consume and average propensity to save, you will always get 1. Let us prove it. Y, or income, is equal to C plus S, consumption plus saving. You know, a part of your income you will consume, another part you will save. So Y is equal to C plus S. Let us now divide every term by Y. So you get Y by Y, C by Y, S by Y. Y by Y is equal to 1. C by Y, you know, is APC, consumption by income. And S by Y is equal to APS. So 1 is equal to APC plus APS. So that is the relationship between APC and the APS. Let us go on to the relationship between marginal propensity to consume and marginal propensity to save. What is marginal propensity to consume? It is the ratio between change in consumption and change in income. And what is marginal propensity to save? It is the ratio between change in saving and change in income. The relationship, if you take, MPC plus MPS is always equal to 1. I mean, if you add marginal propensity to consume and marginal propensity to save, you will always get 1. Let us prove it. Change in income is equal to change in consumption and the change in saving. So we can write it as delta Y is equal to delta C plus delta S. Now let us divide every term by delta Y. So delta Y by Y, delta C by delta Y, delta S by delta Y. Delta Y by delta Y you get 1. And delta C by delta Y is MPC and delta S by delta Y is MPS. So 1 is equal to MPC plus MPS. From this we can understand that the sum total of marginal propensity to consume and marginal propensity to save is always equal to 1. Now let us go on to the equation of consumption function. See, equation of consumption function can be written as C is equal to C bar plus BY. Here C stands for consumption and C bar, as you already know, is autonomous consumption, and B, remember B is nothing but MPC into Y. Y is income. Let us take an example to make it clear. Suppose C bar is 40 and MPC or B is 0.5 and income is 1000. 40 plus 0.5 into 1000 you get 40 plus 500, 540 will be consumption expenditure. So this is the equation of consumption function. You must learn the equation because later to solve the numericals, you will be in need of the equation of consumption function. Let us go on to the equation of saving function. See, equation of saving function can be written as S is equal to minus C bar plus 1 minus B into Y. Here S stands for saving and minus C bar is dissaving. I mean the negative of autonomous consumption, that is dissaving, plus 1 minus B, 1 minus MPC, which is equal to MPS into Y. So minus C bar plus 1 minus B into Y. That means dissaving plus MPS into Y. Let's see an example. Suppose autonomous consumption is 40. So dissaving is minus 40 plus 1 minus B, 1 minus 0.5. Suppose MPC is 0.5, you get 1 minus 0.5 into 1000. So minus 40 plus 0.5 into 1000, finally you will be getting 460 as saving. So please do learn saving function equation also. To solve the numericals, you will be in need of this equation. Thank you.